Oh hi, this is Nick995. This video now I'm doing comic book collection part 2. So this is comic book collection. So I did a comic book collection part 1 a month ago. Please check that video out, please. And for this one now it's part 2. So it's a mixture of Marvel, DC. I gathered lots of comics. I've been having comics since I was like 14 years old, right? Comics, graphic novels, and some will have indie where it's non-Marvel, non-DC. If you guys watching this, please subscribe, share the video, comment down below, let me give me feedback. But and the main thing, subscribe, please, So yeah, and yeah. So anyways, now we're gonna go through. We're gonna keep it in DC a little bit. And again, my camera is acting up, so it might cut off. If that happens, then that's gonna be. That's where the next part is gonna start off. This one, so we have Green Lantern. These are hardcover New 52 books. Simon Baz, Green Lantern. No, this one, Simon Baz, a guy here like in the middle with the mask. He's kind of like a newer generation of Green Lanterns that they made when they retconned DC in 2011. A great read, a very good read. Now, you got Sinestro, the different cores, they're coming together to stop a bigger threat. And yeah, and the chemistry, the dialogue is so well done. We got another one here. It's New Guardians Volume 3. That's a good book. It's basically Kyle Renner, a Green Lantern, a human Green Lantern before he comes and he becomes basically the Guardian. So the Guardians, they're like the leader. They're like the ones that created the Green Lanterns like billions of years ago. So they're beings, they're the little short blue guys, but they're super intelligent, right? They're very, very, very intelligent. And they come together. Now there's lots to it. There's obviously he has to master, since he's a White Lantern. White Lantern is basically life, and he has to master all the other spectrums of light. And then you have the different spectrums. You got blue for hope, green obviously for braveness, the ability to fight fear, orange for greed, yellow to spread fear. Yeah, so all of those different type of emotion. Another one now, the Dark Days, the Orange Lanterns, they come and take over. They try to take over the Green Lantern Corps. So yeah, this Hal Jordan here. Larfleeze, he has some of the best dialogue, the funniest dialogue in any comic book. He's funny. We're still sticking to Green Lantern. No, we're not really Green Lantern, but his enemy, Sinestro. These three, it's the same series. They look at Sinestro, and basically, it's like his origins. Sinestro has an origin behind him, where he was a part of a planet that was basically, I believe there was genocide or some sort of natural disaster. And then like his planet, a Korrigar became like this, he basically became like a dictator, and he believed in spreading fear. That's the only way to get people under a control, right? So he builds this core, a Sinestro there, and his core, right? Oh yeah, volumes 1 to 3. If you like Green Lantern, please, I highly recommend it. This is the history of Green Lantern. Over here, I feel like I was missing something. Oh, it's like an 80-year history, and Green Lantern has been around a long time, right? So along with Batman and Superman, since like the 1940s, right? So and these hardcovers, man, they're amazing. Like, now look at that art, and then they have issues, right? A very well done book. Now it goes from Alan Scott. You have Alan Scott, the first Green Lantern. So see, you have 1950s. It's the 50s. Starts in the 50s. Then you go into the 60s, the 40s, 60s, 70s. And you eventually have a nice crossover with Green Arrow and Green Lantern. Then you get John Stewart, right? John Stewart. You're kind of like an ex-military Green Lantern. You get all the different Green Lanterns, right? So it's a nice, quick, and it has issues are like chapters in comic books, so it has issues from all eras. Hopefully my camera is still recording here. Yeah. Okay. We're kind of switching up to Batman Nightfall. I had the other book to this. I don't know where it went. I can never find some of my books, but anyways, Nightfall. No, it's basically Bane. It's like Bane versus Batman basically. This one looks at the origins of Bane. It starts out, it's like nice origins, where this guy is raised in prison and how he got the venom, right? And yeah, so he basically wants to take down Batman and he wants to rule Gotham, right? You got Bane as well. You got Killer Croc, Joker, Scarecrow. I believe it. Poison Ivy's in this as well. You got tons of thugs. You got the Italian mafia as well. But Bane just like overtakes. Like he's there to take over basically. To watch Batman fall. Superman. We got Superman over here. It's basically Superman splits up, right? He splits up. Where you got basically there's Clark Kent and then there's Superman. So they kind of split up the entities. Where Superman is not Clark Kent, but they both have powers. It's confusing. It's a rebirth, DC Universe rebirth. So the retcon for what is it again? Back in 2016. The classic Justice League book, so 1960s Justice League. Yeah, so artwork is gonna be different. Luckily, this one came in color. And I'm not big on classic. I mean, the old DC, but I like their more modern stuff. Joker, a good book here. Death in the Family. The Family by Scott Snyder, a nice little read. Joker, he tries to basically take down the Bat family. So you got Batgirl, Jason Todd, Robin, Tim Drake, Nightwing. It's kind of messed up. He goes after the Bat family and he wants to harass the Batman. So I get back at Batman for something. It's crazy. Like his face basically got peeled off and then he had to reconstruct it. He had to kind of put his face back on by these ribbons. It's weird shit. Another classic DC. I guess it was something setting up Crisis on Infinite Earth. But this looks like a 60s comic. It's not, and Crisis came out in the 80s. So I don't know. Let's see, you got the classic art. I gotta bring these comics closer. I got a ton of comics all over here. Justice League of America. I guess this is 2000s run. 2000. Now, let's look at the roster. Let's look at the roster here. So, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. The trio. You got the trio, and then you got like all these other characters. There's like 12 Justice League members. It's crazy. I believe this one, Red Tornado gets corrupted and they gotta find a way to stop him. And there's like some sort of takeover. There's an AI takeover or whatever. Where they gotta... No, like some sort of robot takeover where they gotta stop the robot from taking over. I haven't read this in a long time. It's nice artwork as well. Aquaman, I never read this one. I got it recently, but I never read it. Thinking it's about Atlantis. Okay. Earth 2. Ooh. We're in retcon zone. It's New 52 again. But it's a different universe of DC, so Earth 2 is not Earth 1 where you have it's not your Bruce Wayne's Batman or a Kal-El Superman or a Wonder Woman. It's different. Green Lantern is different, Flash is different, and Hawkgirl. Superman is evil in this one, I believe. Superman. Well, near the end of the series, it's like a 6-volume series, right? Volumes are these trade paperbacks. Superman gets evil. This is another one. Same thing, same series. This is later on. This is like volume 5. So it's late in the Yeah. Yeah, so that's then now they gotta basically recruit a new Superman. The Black Superman. Detective Comics. Now Batman, now it's a 2016 reboot, right? So Batman has to create a new group. So you got Robin, Batgirl, Clayface. I believe what's the name of that Japanese girl with the sword? Suicide Squad. I can't remember her name. But Kitana, I believe her name. Kitana, she carries a samurai sword, and then yeah, she has this white mask. I believe she's in it as well. I believe, is it her? Yeah. And yeah, so yeah, very nice read. I read volume 1, but I don't have it. It's online. This is volumes 6 and 7. Okay, and what else we got here? Trying to keep it in DC. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to switch it around. War Machine Secret Invasion. That was the one where I know we're going into Marvel, so it's the Secret Invasion is the one where you got the Skrulls taking over the MCU. No, the Marvel Universe. Age of Ultron, a great book, great read. Now, basically Ultron's kind of like the movie, but he's taking over Earth. It's more of like a full takeover. His robots are taking over Earth, and then the Avengers, they gotta come together and stop him. It's not just the Avengers, it's the X-Men. The Fantastic Four, they gotta come together and stop him. Let's put out this thing. Come on. Fantastic Four, they gotta come together and stop him, and yeah, some of the heroes were taken out. It's Spider-Woman, and the artwork is so nice. It's Michael Bendis, like one of my favorite Marvel writers, right? Especially for modern times of the Marvel comics. And look how big this is. That's a massive book. Again, hardcover. So you got the dust jacket and all that. But yeah, and then but I don't want to give away like any spoilers or anything. So yeah, but Wolverine plays a big role. Spider-Woman, Invisible Woman, Iron Man, Hank Pym. Yeah. Now we're gonna go into more here's Black Panther. Or Black Panther is setting up Accords like around, I can't remember, but he was, some of these I haven't read in a while, but he's basically setting up laws and rules around the world or whatever. No, like for Wakanda, that's basically that, like his country or whatever in Africa. Yeah. I only read some of this. Is a Batman book. What's the name of it? Batman Legends of the Dark Knight Volume 3 by Paul Jenkins and Raphael Albuquerque. Oh, you have authors, artists, right? So yeah, there's a nice thing in this where Ra's al Ghul, he sabotages the Batcave, and they basically got and when that happens, they have to. No. He sabotages the Wayne Tech. What is it again? I can't remember what it was, but it was something. Oh yeah, he sabotaged the thing where the Wayne stocks. So Bruce Wayne stocks was basically being sold. So all his technology was being sold, and sold to like a black market or whatever. And then Bruce Wayne didn't have his technology to fight, so he didn't have proper batarangs or grappling hooks and all that. So he had to rely on lesser technology. It was only temporarily, but it's a nice little part in the book. There's Calendar Man, Two-Face. Yeah. We got Preacher. Now, Preacher is not DC or Marvel. It's its own thing. It's, if you guys know the boys, the same. Let me get the lighter quick. The lighter real quick. It's kind of getting dark, but the boys, the same thing about the boys. the boys on Amazon Prime, the author who made the boys, he also made this. So the preacher is kind of like, yeah. So this is like a corrupt preacher. It's kind of like Western cowboys. There's different time periods and all it looks at. It's a weird type of book. Is it Image who makes this or Boom? Vertigo Comics. So that's a comic company that makes this. Great read right here, Guardians of the Galaxy, Michael Bendis. Again, the same guy who wrote Age of Ultron. Great read. He mixes up Venom, the Thing from the Fantastic Four. I believe you got Kitty Pryde. Kitty Pryde being her, right? So basically, they have to come together, and Star-Lord is not really in this, but Star-Lord is more of a king of an empire or whatever. That's weird. It's like a different universe. Comics and their universes, right? So, yeah. Where are we at now? Hawkman? Classic. So it's Hawkman, first appearances of Hawkman. It's in black and white, so this is only $20-something. So it's a good deal. You can't get these anymore. I don't even sell these. Yeah, they came on a print because super old comics. Very old black, Look up DC Showcase, so they have other series here for classic Batman, Robin, Superman. So yeah, and they're big books. They're big. This is huge for a comic book. 500 pages. That's a lot for a trade paperback. Okay, next one we're gonna look at now. Oh my god. A classic X-Men book. This is the 70s X-Men. It's Uncanny. These are marked as Uncanny X-Men. So this is classic, but this comes in color, right? So it's very nice to have, and it's only $12. You can't get these. And there's $12. $12 Canadian, but you can't get these anywhere. There's a video store that sold these. Kind of like, for those of you who know HMV. But there's a store similar to that sells like a small selection of comics. But I found this. There's like a hidden gem. The 70s and 80s X-Men. Yeah. Naruto. Okay. Now manga. I'll show a few more. Oh, wrong side. Manga. No, manga is graphic novel format for anime. So it's an anime in a book format. So me, I'm not big on anime. I'm not really a big fan of it, but I like this. I only read the first 100 pages. It's pretty good. They're cheap. They're cheap too. This one is pretty. Only like a 20. 15 Canadian. Never mind, 20 Canadian. And it's a thick book. I get in a lot. Even though it's the shorter book, but you're getting a lot. And they come in black and white. Read them like a typical book. You read them back to front. So this is the back of the book, right? Well, it may seem like the back of the book, but this is really the front of the book. So I read the book like this. Like that. We're going from back to front. It's like, because the Japanese, they had to translate it, I guess, into English, and they still kept it in that back to front format. Expanse now is my favorite show. If you look up James S.A. Corey novel series, great show. But the Expanse, they made a book where it looks at the origins of the 5 main characters from season 1, and I'm not really big on this. I'm not really a big fan of the graphic novel because it's a different tone from the show. It's not the same tone. It's a slightly more jokey tone, but it looks at obviously these characters they come from different areas like Mars, Earthers, people that live on belts, like the asteroid belt, right? Then you got some of them were in the Marine, and the other ones were like engineers before, and yeah. So it basically shows you where the characters were before season 1. It's an indie, so it's Boom Comics. Boom is the company that makes it. Okay. Arkham Knight Genesis. Now based on the Arkham Knight game, where they kind of changed it up, Jason Todd a little bit. So Jason Todd, spoilers. So skip ahead, please. Skip ahead to 30 seconds. But so Arkham Knight is Jason Todd in the Arkham Knight game, Batman Arkham Knight game from 2015. But they changed it up, so he wants to get a revenge against Batman because basically a Joker killed Jason Todd, but then it was kind of like Jason Todd got resurrected by the Lazarus Pit, right? And then he came back to life as Red Hood, but this one has him as Arkham Knight instead. Can't talk today. It was a hardcover book. It was only $4. Dollarama. If you're in Canada, but $4 a Canadian. What is that like? $1 US, like $2 US. That's like nothing, but yeah. And if you like the Arkham Knight, if you like spin-off books, I highly recommend this. Death of Superman. Now he's fighting Doomsday. You got Doomsday coming in, and it's some comics will have it where they'll only have a villain for an issue, and then they move on to the next villain. But this one had it so Doomsday he again issue chapter, right? Issue/chapter. But Doomsday he lasts more than one chapter. He's basically there throughout the entire book. There's a new team of Justice League that has to fight him, right? But it's not Wonder Woman or Batman. It's like Booster Gold and Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, but they all get massacred. They got Doomsday is unstoppable, you know. Then near the end, it's just an endless fight between Superman and Doomsday. Flash Rebirth, Ethan Van Sciver. I highly recommend this book. I bought it. Was it last week? It's a newer. But I read it years ago. But I know that that's a good book. Now Flashy, you got Flash comes back to life after the crisis. I believe it's a Crisis on Infinite Earth event. That's a Barry Allen Flash, so that's a main Flash in this universe, and you got Wally West Flash. It's like basically the whole Flash family. Jesse Quick, Wally West, Bart Allen, which is the grandson of Barry Allen. And then he brings in Reverse Flash near the end. Reverse Flash, and you got Max Mercury, which is another speedster. We have the basically all of super speed. Then they get trapped in the Speed Force, and you got this positive Speed Force and negative Speed Force, and all that. It's a nice little read, and there's time travel. Yeah. And Flash is so powerful, he basically runs back in time. He basically can control time in a way. Superman Batman crossover. Over the years, there's various appearances with Superman and Batman together. So this one just has it. So it's like Batman and Superman over the last 20 years. They had various amount of appearances. There was one where Poison Ivy tries to kill Batman, right? But she basically mind controls Superman to get to Batman, control Batman. No, to kill Batman. But it didn't work out, right? Because you had Wonder Woman coming in as well. The New Avengers. You got Luke Cage, Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, Wolverine. And then, so it's not the original Avengers, even though you still have Cap and Iron Man. It's a different type of Avengers. A good read, though. I think I had 2 copies of this same book. New Avengers again. The Collective. This one, Magneto is coming to Earth, and I believe, Magneto, and you had Sentry. Sentry being the guy that had with the exploding suns or whatever power. Then they use Magneto to have to stop him. Magneto has to come. No, Sentry has to stop Magneto. Because he's like overpowered, like in a certain form where he's so overpowered the Avengers can't fight him, right? So, yeah, and then this, so House of M. I believe it's after the House of M event where that was where Scarlet Witch wiped out some of the X-Men. Okay. Guess we're going more sticking to DC. DC. Action comic Superman. Yeah, Action comic. New 52. So issues 1 to 8, 9 to 12. So you see volumes 1 and 2. And only $5 too. I only got it for $5. These are usually $20, but like to get to $5, that's you don't see that. You won't see that. Justice League versus Suicide Squad, a weird book, but basically, basically the Suicide Squad, they temporarily take down the Justice League, and Amanda Waller has control over the Justice League temporarily. Now, some of it I don't like, even though it has good dialogue. It's just the power scaling doesn't make sense. Like, how is Harley Quinn supposed to fight Wonder Woman? That makes zero sense. Superman, Aquaman fights Killer Croc. I don't know. So it just doesn't click with me. But what I like is the Maxwell Lord Amanda Waller combo, where Maxwell Lord is the main villain, right? Near the end, and both Suicide Squad and Justice League have to come and stop him. Another Justice League book I haven't read in a while. I think Brainiac is a bad guy. For DC Rebirth event. Volume 3. Batman Superman. I never read this one. That's one of the newer ones I got, but another one of the crossovers between them. Justice League Trinity War is a nice little book about Pandora's box corrupting humanity. You got the 7 deadly sins. They're actual entities in this. They come in, and then Justice League, they gotta uncover the truth about this Pandora's box showing up, right? John Constantine, Vandal Savage, like a whole bunch of, like, Shazam, Black Adam. Then you got the second team of Justice League members right here, which it's weird. It makes no sense, but they're fighting the old Justice League. You got Shazam, Simon Baz, Vibe, Martian Manhunter, Hawkman versus the original Justice League. So it's a nice artwork though, very nice artwork. Let's show a few more. And then last 4, Aquaman. So similar to the movie Aquaman, 2017 movie, similar, but a bit different. Now this one looks, kind of like again, they changed up the DC Universe once 2011 hit, right? So they changed it up, and you got Aquaman is a different, the Atlanteans are with war again. They want to go to war against the humans. You got Black Manta. Yeah, Black Manta's in it, and you got different Atlanteans coming up to take over Earth. Hawkman, Savage Hawkman, New 52. Got a lot of a new 52. Yeah, so basically Hawkman, there's a bounty on him, right? So, because he has kind of like a vibranium, the strong metal. He's a strong metal that's worth a lot of money. So basically, somebody set a bounty on him. They send out people like Deathstroke on him, and he has to fight his way out of it. he has to fight his way against him. Then there's like his empire, Thanagar, the planet he came from, Thanagar. They're coming after him. They're coming back for him to capture him and take his armor as well. So, yeah. A trade paperback format, right? So, a collection of issues in this. The chapters. Titans, a more mature version of the Titans. The Teen Titans, right? Where Raven, she has siblings. The sibling, a Trigon, which is like the demon, the devil. Then Raven, being the daughter of Trigon, she has siblings as well. Then they come to corrupt Raven. Raven being down here, right? The one with the hood. Yeah, a nice read, and brings in a newer generation of Teen Titans, even though most of those characters, they die off, and then the older ones, they gotta come back, right? But yeah, but the main thing is Trigon and Raven. That's the main thing. I never read this one. It's Superman 1, Woman 1. Lois Lane. I don't remember the name of this metal guy. I don't know his name, but yeah. Anyways, that's it for this video. Again, part 2 of 3 comic book collection video. Subscribe, share the video. You guys know. Thank you.